Hey guys, Mike with Gettin Greasy Garage, and just kind of showing you guys what I've been up to for a few days here. Didn't really, I didn't feel the need to do another floor video. You guys are probably tired of them. When I get to the next point with the floors, I will do a whole video, walk you guys through the kind of the final finish of everything, so we know where that's at. But anyway, one of the things, I work on several things during the day, not just one thing at a time, usually. This is Dad's C4 that I put together for him. There's some of my first videos were lowering this car. Anyway, driving it down the road, started making a growling sound from the right rear. So it's time to put it on the lift here and figure it out. Check the wheel bearing or the hub bearing. This has a separate hub that bolts on, and then the axle comes through it. Kind of basically like front wheel drives, or like your half-ton Chevy four-wheel drives. Anyway, we'd done new hubs on it, I don't know, probably a year ago. The bearings were fine. There's no up and down movement. However, you're getting movement this way. What that ends up being on the Corvettes is you have two of these dog bones bolt on here, and then they bolt down to kind of this big aluminum hub bracket. There's one here, and then one here that I've already taken off. Figured that out. Had a hell of a time finding parts. Nobody makes new, these are called dog bones, or trailing arms. Nobody makes new ones. They only make these fancy aftermarket ones that are all adjustable. That's not really of interest to us. Being this isn't a race car, it's just Dad's toy. So I ended up finally finding energy suspension bushings. And so got those on the way. And I'll go ahead and do a video on this more in detail of what all's wrong with it when it's time to work on it once parts arrive. And so anyway, worked on this for a little over an hour. And then coming outside. And again, I work on all kinds of stuff. Got this Yamaha quad, runnability issues. So I did some diagnostics on it. And the carburetor's all plugged up. And the fuel that was in the tank is nasty, so went ahead and ordered a carburetor and a new fuel tank petcock assembly, which also has the filter included in it. So that should be arriving tomorrow. And next to it we have the $1,000 auto. And after a little bit of a hassle with getting the torque converter to seat in all the way, got the turbo motor installed. And it's sitting on the mount, bolted, the bell housing bolted up. I do have to go underneath and bolt some other stuff together, but I spent a couple hours fighting this motor in. This is a four-wheel drive pickup, so there's not a lot of room to work the motor forward and back to be able to get into the torque converter. But got that in, got it set finally. Glad to be making headway on this thing. And then, what else did I work on? Oh, got the 2.4 liter Chrysler 4-cylinder. It's upside down now. Got the head gasket back on it. Head and the head gasket are on it. The head looked fine. New water pump. Got the timing belt all set. And the oil pump was leaking horribly. Unfortunately, the woman that owns this car is on a shoestring budget, so I went ahead and just pulled the pan off, glued it down with right stuff, and letting it set up overnight. Then I'll flip it over, and this thing will be ready to go back in. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get the timing marks to line up right, but got it. There's a couple hours there. And then, of course, the Fairlane, Black Betty. And so, as you can see, the front part of the floor pan is done. Over here in this corner, I've got one little patch panel to make there. I've got this piece to make here. This one's kind of tricky. So I've got that piece started. I was actually just working on that a little bit ago, bending that up because at this end it bends down, at this end it bends up, and then yeah. So working on that piece. Got this whole back panel tacked in. I do need to go back over and finish weld everything, but it's all in and secured. And then I've got right over there in the very corner, I got to make a little patch. That's how it'll be done. Well, I take it back. I have the rocker sill, which I picked up sheet metal for. I've got the metal to do that now. But yeah, making progress on this too. You know, this stuff, none of this stuff happens fast. It's all time, takes time to do it right. You know, I guess if you just want to throw some sheet metal down and run some screws and squirt some caulk over it and call it good, you can be done in an hour, but I don't believe in doing things that way. So if you haven't watched any of my flooring videos, please go have a look and see how I'm going about it. I don't claim to be an expert, but just kind of wanted to give you guys an update of what I've been up to. I spent my day between those 4 projects, and that's not unusual for me to work on, you know, a variety of stuff during the day. The little blue S10 way in the background there. I had to replace all the valve stems on the tires. That's my son's pickup. So, you know, it's 5 different projects in a day on an average day. But, yeah, making headway on all of them. That's what matters. But anyway, just showing you guys what I'm up to. And you know, I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Stay greasy, my friends.